Hi, I'm Suzanne McGillicuddy. I'm the Assistant Dean of Students.
And I'm Matthew Petrini. I'm a professor in the English and Communication Studies Department.
Just an observation, 8 people have been up here. I'm the second woman. Just something to notice. We changed our statement, so I'm going to read our challenge statement. We all know that a great deal of the educational experience for our students takes place outside the classroom. Much of this is spontaneous and informal, but many are supported, organized, and even funded through clubs, activities, events, and other co-curricular efforts such as student innovation grants, sustainability, CGIU, etc. What role should innovation experiences play in the overall student experience? How should FIT organize and provide official support for innovation that occurs outside of the curriculum? Matthew, take it away.
Thank you. And for my part of the presentation, I'm going to be going over the things that our particular group worked on. Our goal was to look at innovation and the student experience. And the first step that we took in the process was defining a goal statement. And what we developed is to create a shared FIT experience in the value of engaging in innovation activities outside the curriculum with spaces and opportunities that cultivate innovation and weirdness. The reason that two words that I want to point out to you in particular is value. We want this to be something that is worthy and worthwhile and something that is going to be meaningful to the students. And then the concept of weirdness is where we look at ideas but we see something that no one else has seen before. The City of Austin, for example, Keep Austin Weird is their mantra for small businesses, doing things that others don't and doing things that are new, unexpected, and creative. The barriers have been mentioned before by other groups, basically space and the budget, but the one we'd like to focus on in a little bit of detail with you is the mindset of the FIT student. This was introduced earlier in this discussion, the idea that people have a tendency not to work together, that there is this isolation component to the community. Part of it could be in part because of the high commuter population where students may not feel a part or able to reach out to others. So this is something we feel is imperative in order to work on and change in order to be successful.
Well, and to see the value of co-curricular. And to see the value of co-curricular.
Yes, that as well. Some of the things that we'd like to do in order to cultivate these types of things, first off in the short term, it was mentioned about a 3D printing that other colleges and competitors seem to have more of an advancement compared to FIT. So what we would like to do are 3D printing demonstrations where students can come up with their own creative projects. We could do this in the newly renovated Pomerantz space when it becomes available, not only so students can see, but also the outside community would be able to have an insight into what we do here at FIT. We could also do something basically like a play space in general, a dedicated space where students can do whatever they want, let their creativity and their perspectives really shine through and get new approaches to see how things could and can be done. Another thing in keeping with the spirit of weirdness is developing weird challenges. Coming up with problems and asking students to develop the most unusual perspectives or ways that meaningful and positive change could take place. And there could be even a societal problem block. So it could be something even bigger than just, let's say, a design challenge, but how would you approach something very serious? And that way we would allow them to see ways to look at something that is very complex and look for solutions that others haven't been able to do. For medium-term goals, one of the things that we are very interested in creating is a meditation and mindfulness space. So students can ponder and think about the big ideas in an area that is going to be conducive to deep thought and allow them to see things and perspectives in ways they haven't done before. The next thing that we would like to do is to hire a student engagement staff person, someone who can specifically coordinate these types of events. Look at other colleges and university systems and see what they are doing that is innovative and working and bring them to the FIT community. And then we also want to have something like a salon where students can simply go in and present their ideas, talk about things that are on their mind, and encourage new conversations. For our long-term goal, one of the things that we are interested in possibly producing is a mandatory co-curricular activity for students in order to graduate from FIT, to make them go beyond their traditional classroom boundaries, make connections with students they may not otherwise have, or develop interests that might not be immediately addressed by the curriculum currently on the table. These are just some of the things that we talked about at Table 7, and we thank you for your attention.